His Excellency the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, and His Excellency the Minister of External Affairs.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you to the media for being with us today. I just simply would like to and a warm welcome to Minister Jaishankar for his second visit to Thailand to attend the 9th Joint Commission for bilateral relations between our two countries. And certainly today's meeting marks the first foreign ministers meeting between Thailand and India since the outbreak of COVID-19 in 2019, which slowed down the existing bilateral cooperation. Thailand and India, which is civilization, we are happy with the fact that we are engaging in that civilization. And being now very close friends, we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations on the 1st of August 2022. Commemorative activities are being organized to raise awareness among the general public through various channels. And this meeting concluded successfully and helped revitalize the momentum of exchanges. Two sides certainly had the opportunity to exchange views in a very clear-cut manners to develop cooperation for mutual benefits. Please allow me to give you some progress on the discussion we had. In general, both sides agreed to revitalize the various mechanisms of cooperation, expedite pending meetings, and prepare for exchange of a high-level visit in the future, as well as to conclude pending agreements and to foster closer cooperation, bilateral cooperation. We also touch on the security issues, which we have agreed to strengthen cooperation in defense and security in areas of mutual benefits, such as cybersecurity, focusing on exchange of personnel and expertise between the two sides. On the economy, again, we are very much satisfied with the new record of 14.1 or 9 billion US dollars of bilateral trade. Both sides agreed to promote the exchange and cooperation among the private sectors by expediting the second India-Thailand Joint Business Forum, as well as establishing an online platform to promote exchange of information on startups and unicorn for both sides. On the social, cultural, and tourism, this certainly allows the India and Thai to emphasize the benefits in promoting increased exchanges between students, citizens, and tourists from two countries. And we certainly welcome the resumption of tourism, as India has become one of the leading countries for tourists to Thailand in 2027 and aim to return the number of tourists to a pre-COVID record of 2 million per year. Thailand is a popular destination for Indian tourists, especially in terms of wedding tourism, as everybody knows. And on regional and global cooperation, we have the opportunity to emphasize collaboration in regional and global fora, especially under ASEAN, which both sides have designated 2022 as the year of friendship, as in the year. We will be celebrating the 30th anniversary of ASEAN and India relations. Both also aim to expedite connectivity through BIMSTEC, of which Thailand is the current chair, and under the theme of BIMSTEC, which aims to promote prosperity, sustainability, revival, and openness, as well as readiness to encounter challenges that the spread of COVID-19 pandemic. After the conference, we witnessed the signing of the two memoranda of understanding, as you have witnessed together with us here in this room. And the first MoU was a memorandum of understanding with the Department of Medical Services of Ministry of Public Health and the Indian Council of Medical Research of the Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare of the Government of India. This MoU will help to promote research and medical development between two countries. And certainly that would augur well for our future cooperation service and pharmacy as well. The second MoU was on between the Thai Public Broadcasting Service, Thailand, and Prasar Bharati, India, which was signed by the Ambassador of India, Ambassador Sree Vijaya Telugu. And this will promote cooperation and collaboration between television media of all countries by co-producing television programs, exchanging personnel, as well as sharing of television programs. Now, I have to admit that apart from bilateral issues, we dealt a lot on regional and international issues. And this led to be questions for you to raise. But we were very much satisfied with the discussion today, which has been very fruitful. We certainly believe that this meeting will be representing an important step to strengthening the friendship between our two countries. Or having all the scripts, may I now give the floor and the microphone back to my dear Mr. Jayashankar. Please, by all means.
Thank you. Let me say that I'm delighted to be here for the 9th meeting of Medical Cooperation today. And I would like to extend my gratitude to you, Excellency, for the warm reception and hospitality that has been accorded to me and my delegation. We've held really wide-ranging discussions which has covered a very broad spectrum of bilateral, regional, global, multilateral issues today. And we did so from the perspective of two countries who are close maritime neighbors, who have, as the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister pointed out, a rich history of social cultural heritage, tradition, and a contemporary relationship that is really built around current and emerging realities. The canvas of our engagement was very broad. We discussed a lot of issues, and before I actually come to those, I also want to mention that during the COVID-19 pandemic, we worked very, very closely as partners. We jointly fought the menace of the pandemic by augmenting each other's capabilities, and whether it was medical supplies, whether it was vaccine, whether it was oxygen, at the right moment, I think we stood by each other, and that itself, I think, was a very big statement of our relationship. Today, I congratulated the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister on the landmark occasion of the 75th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. And this, of course, coincides with the celebrations in India of the completion of 75 years of our own independence. We took stock in the Joint Commission of the ongoing cooperation. We resolved to strengthen our ties further, to identify and cooperate in new areas that we have picked out in the post-pandemic period, because we do believe that we should support each other in the economic recovery. It is a matter of satisfaction for us that bilateral exchanges and visits have resumed after the period of COVID restrictions. And we obviously discussed in different domains how we could promote our ties. It included defense and security, where we agreed on increasing the momentum of our exchanges, including joint training and exercises. We recognized the importance of further cooperation in the field of ICT, including cybersecurity, and resolved to work there as well. Where bilateral trade is concerned, again you heard from my counterpart that we are today approaching a volume of $15 billion. But again, we have set some ambitious targets in the years ahead. And we are very confident that the untapped potential, the scope for greater bilateral investments, the impact of those investments in expanding our trade, these are areas we are very, very sure that further efforts would be rewarded. We also decided to re-energize our institutional mechanisms like the Joint Trade Committee and the Business Forum, so that there are more opportunities for people who actually do business to meet and interact with each other. And this includes both, of course, the private sector as well as startups and more innovative sectors. And we particularly, I think, spoke about the importance of green partnership of renewable energy, given the shared challenge we have of climate action. We also held such discussions in promoting connectivity. The India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway came up for very specific discussion for enhancing cooperation in the field of science and technology, education, health, people-to-people exchanges. And we spent quite a lot of time really on regional and global issues, including our cooperation in this region, in the Indo-Pacific, on BIMSTEC, on the ASEAN-related platforms, and of course in the multilateral fora. So let me conclude not just by thanking the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, but by expressing my satisfaction at a very productive joint commission, and also by extending my best wishes to Thailand as it assumes the chairship of the BIMSTEC, and I want to assure Thailand of India's fullest support in taking the BIMSTEC agenda to the next level. Once again, really deep appreciation for the warm hospitality and for a very productive morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Received that the ship won't be spying on India's activities. And are you concerned about India's waning influence in Sri Lanka, its strategic background?
Well, it's what happens in our neighborhood. Any developments which have a bearing on our security obviously is of interest to us. I think our spokesman had said some time ago that we obviously monitor any development which has a bearing on our interests very, very carefully. So I think I would leave it at that.
Yes, but I think someone should go to her with a microphone. Oh, you stepped forward.
You mentioned one thing,
Because we couldn't hear.
regional collaboration between India and ASEAN, Thailand and Myanmar relations, but currently it's very concerning in Myanmar. So what will be the next movement in terms of India collaboration, particular highway projects?
Would you like me to go or you go? Okay. As I couldn't hear you clearly, but my understanding was you wanted to know what are the next steps on the trilateral highway project. Is that correct?
Particularly on Myanmar, currently the situation in Myanmar is very, it's on the crisis, but how India will move forward.
Okay. All right. The India-Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway is a very important connectivity project because it actually provides the physical connectivity between Southeast Asia and South Asia. It's obviously in many ways been challenging where its implementation is concerned. There are many factors for it. But I assured the Deputy Prime Minister that India is very deeply committed to that project, that we have been making progress. We've had some challenges, especially during the COVID period. But already, in fact, we were both together in Phnom Penh just a few days ago. And a number of other ASEAN foreign ministers expressed interest how they could link up with this trilateral highway. For us, cooperating on that highway, agreeing on a regime for the movement of motor vehicles for that highway, then obviously we will both have a shared interest in working with other countries to extend that highway further east. I think these were issues that we discussed, and I did assure him that we continue to work hard on this project. We persevere in overcoming the many challenges in its implementation, and I certainly hope a day would come when I will be able to drive to Bangkok from India rather than from my edge.
That's all the time we have for now. Can I please invite the distinguished guests to the Sala as well. His Excellency Mr. Don Paramatinai, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, Minister of External Affairs, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the signing ceremony of the agreed minutes and the Memorandum of Understanding or MoU between Thailand and India. I would like to invite His Excellency the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and His Excellency the Minister of External Affairs to sign the agreed minutes of the 9th Thailand-India Joint Commission on Bilateral Cooperation. Invite Your Excellency to witness the signing of the MoU, please. First, we'll have the Memorandum of Understanding for Cooperation and Collaboration on Broadcasting between Thai Public Broadcasting Service or Thai PBS, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Prasarabhati, the Republic of India. May I invite Her Excellency Mrs. Sujita Durai, Ambassador of India to Thailand, and Associate Professor Dr. Vilasini Pijit-Kun, Director General of Thai PBS, to sign the MoU. This MoU will be signed in 3 languages. Next, we have the Memorandum of Understanding on Health and Medical Research Cooperation between the Department of Medical Services, Ministry of Public Health, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Indian Council of Medical Research of the Department of Health Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the Republic of India. May I invite Dr. Manat Potapon, the Deputy Director General of the Department of Medical Services, to sign the MoU, please.